Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
All right, Rutherford Issues powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, and since 1936, MTE has provided light, comfort, and connection to our community. As your trusted energy advisor, MTE is always here to help you. Connect online at MTE.com or download the My MTE app. Well, we're talking Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation here this morning, and Nate Williams, the man with the plan, the head honcho, the top of the totem pole, is with us this morning. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning. I always appreciate our theme music. You're really the only person who does it.
Yeah,
and you remember it every time.
I'm just that kind of guy.
And I also like the way you said Murfreesboro Parks.
Murfreesboro. I'm excited about New Year in Murfreesboro Parks, although I don't know that I want to be walking on the Greenway today, but it'd be a brisk walk.
It would be a brisk walk. I'm actually sitting overlooking the Greenway right now, and I'm thinking, man, I'd like to take a lunchtime bike ride, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. It's a little brisk out there today.
Well, you're talking not only normal wind chill, but, 20 miles an hour on a bike. That'd be really chilly.
A little bit. But it's nice to see snow. It's always fun to see it first time of the year.
Yeah, so over on Thompson Lane, are we getting a little bit of snow now?
We are. It's just coming down just a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
I think I see a few flakes flying out there out our weather window here at Broadcast Plaza. So
there's no reason to not enjoy it, though. We got places where people can get out and enjoy walking around the woods. It's usually the best time of the year to go out at bar-filled places like that and see everything with a little bit of snow. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I've taken a few snow days. Sometimes walking on those Greenway pathway trails can be interesting, but the snow lingers a little bit longer, I've noticed, because of the shade and stuff like that. So you can still see even if there are some good clear spots.
I think we're supposed to get some real snow on Friday, right?
It's kind of looking that way. Yeah, like measurable snow.
My kids will be excited.
Yeah. Are they sledders? Do you have sleds and all that stuff?
Yeah, we have fun in the snow. We've got a few different things they like to do. So we live close to the woods, so we like to just be out in the woods. It's quite a bit.
Gotcha. So are speaking of, if there are any sledding opportunities that are there, I don't know. Where would you suggest?
We some communities, discourage sledding and that type of stuff. We encourage it. We've got some good places. A lot of areas at Barfield are good for sledding. So we just ask everybody to be very careful. And, of course, when the roads are icy or snowy, the park roads are icy or snowy. So it would take a lot for us to shut things down. But, we just encourage everybody to get out and have some fun.
It's one of those things where we turn into daredevils, and, there are some injuries during that time. And people take chances that maybe they shouldn't in their 30s and 40s or even 50s like me now. But,
so
is
what I hear you saying is you want to go sledding on Friday. Is that what we're going to do?
I used to.
Maybe we could do a live broadcast while sledding.
Well, then we would have to make sure we're wireless for the ambulance ride and the ER visit and all that. So for me, anyway. Oh goodness, there are some good.
My phone broke up on us here.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Yeah, not looking forward to an ER visit, so I think I'll stay in.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
But we're gonna talk about some cold things here in just a second. But if you wanted to stay warm, and it's the new year, and people are, New Year's resolutions, get more active, do some walking, there are places that they can do that in the comfort of an indoor facility with Parks and Rec.
Yeah, and right now is a great time to do it. We've got our buy one, get one special that's going on currently. And then, we've got great classes, great facilities at SportsCom, Patterson, Adams Tennis Complex, the St. Clair Senior Center, McFadden Community Center. A lot of things happening. We've got fitness and wellness areas and a lot of opportunities for people to get moving. In a nice, warm, temperature-controlled room or gym. Pickleball is really fun. We've got indoor opportunities at McFadden, SportsCom, Patterson, basically 5 days a week.
Where there are a lot of folks probably that hopefully maybe heard some of the announcements and the talk about, getting a year-long membership and things of that nature, or I don't think membership is necessarily the word that you call it, but maybe some people are seeing the facilities for the first time if they are new folks in the city, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great time to see those facilities and see what the whole park system has to offer. You know, we're a very uniquely supported park system, from our outdoor facilities, indoor facilities, the initiatives we have, the different divisions like Outdoor Murfreesboro, our natural resources. There's something for everybody in Murfreesboro. You can't look at our calendar. We keep our calendar updated, but you can't look at our calendar and say there's nothing to do that's affordable and fun. But if anybody's ever curious about some of the things happening, they can just go to murfreesboroparks.com. That's the best way to keep up to date with what's going on, or follow us on Facebook.
Yep, I'm actually there now, just looking over some of the events. So they're, just for instance, the calendar, so excluding Sundays, okay, the calendar for January has something every day except Saturday the 18th. So plenty going on.
And then on Saturday the 18th, we have our facilities open, and there's plenty to go.
Sure.
That's happening. There's maybe not a special event or something like that. And, you know, we do this, Brian. We're able to do this. We love doing what we do. I think I speak on behalf of the whole department that we just have such a passion for it. But we've got the best staff you could ever imagine, the most creative, hardest working group of people who love taking on challenging things and enjoy it. You know, one of the things that we just completed was the Mayor's New Year's Day 5K. As far as our 9th year, we did it on New Year's Day. We had over 500 people come out and run that 5K, and it just speaks to the staff that we have. Just hardworking, dedicated, always wanting to do something new. You know, it's just a lot of fun to be able to work with a group like that.
I mean, you're working just like a lot of the holidays. I mean, you know, 4th of July comes to mind, for instance, and, you know, I mean, on actually the holidays, and then celebrating all the holidays. Christmas, it was a busy month for you guys then, too.
It stays busy. We're a 12-month operation. You know, 4th of July, funny story about 4th of July is I've worked every single one since I was 16. I started work the city of Murfreesboro when I was 16 as a lifeguard, and then I've moved into different roles. But I haven't missed one yet. My goal is to work every single one until I retire. But my wife doesn't love that goal as much as I do, though.
Well, depends on when you retire, I guess.
No, right.
And when you retire, she'll probably wish you were gone. So
that's a good point.
Yeah.
A good point.
Maybe you can use that one.
I have the opportunity. I get to do this for a long time, and I love it. So, hey, you know, there's something that's interesting. Some people have asked me. A lot of people noticed that the first Saturday in January passed recently, and the polar bear plunge didn't happen. So some people called me like, "We just not doing that anymore?" I know you've done it pretty much every year, right?
You know, I think I came out one time to take photos or something, but no, I didn't.
I'm just trying to pressure you into what we're doing this year, but
well,
maybe we can do another live broadcast, and I'll watch you go in. But we're taking a little bit of a different approach to that this year. Polar bear plunge has happened for over 20 years, and we wanted to kind of revamp what was happening. So we're doing a different spin on this, and we're still going to have a plunge. It's going to be the Plunge into Fitness, and that's going to be on February 1st. So we're really excited about that. We're really focusing on the new trend of, you know, cold plunges and the health benefits they have. So we're going to start at 8 a.m. on Saturday, February 1st, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have instructors from both Patterson and Sportscom doing free sample classes. We're going to have a cold run, a 1 mile cold run. And it's just going to be a ton of fun leading up to the plunge time, which is going to be right at 11 a.m. So February 1st, you're the weatherman. That probably is going to be a very cold day, correct?
You know, I would say that your chances are greater having a cold plunge on February 1st than it would be on May 1st.
Yeah, so I would say that too. But I'm not a weather guy either, but so it's going to be a lot of fun this year. Our wellness team is working with our aquatics team to come up with something that's going to be a lot of fun. You'll be hearing a lot more about it soon. We're getting all the information, and like I said, it's just a new spin on something that we've been doing for a long time. But instead of the first Saturday in January, it's going to be February 1st, and it's going to be our Plunge into Fitness event.
That happens to be the first Saturday in February. So is that kind of what you're looking at maybe doing on a basis, or see how things go? Or, I mean, what are your thoughts about that?
I think we're moving in that direction. I think we wanted to get a little bit more time after Christmas. We got a lot of stuff that happens all through December. This is kind of a busy time of year for us, so we wanted to separate that to maybe another area where It even could potentially be colder. And then, like we said, we studied the event after last year and said, let's revamp this. Let's put new life to it. So focusing and utilizing the resources that we have in our wellness and fitness area and doing some free demonstration classes of what's going on at our facilities, I think is going to be a fun way to really not just ring in the new year, but do something that's fun and challenging at the same time.
So now, explain a little bit about the outdoor pool. And I mean, does the water stay in it year round, or was the purpose of the plunge to be able to say, that's it, pool's officially closed and we're doing maintenance? Or, I mean, how does that work for the outdoor pool?
Yeah, the outdoor pool is a pool that size. You have to keep water in it. Otherwise, you experience really some catastrophic failure with the vessel of the pool coming up potentially. So we keep water in it year round. Our aquatics team even cleans it year round. So it's there. It's not the same standard as we keep it like in the summertime, but it stays maintained all winter long.
And so then I guess there's quite a bit of work.
It's going to be cold.
Well, yeah. I would imagine. I was just thinking about, it's going to be pretty chilly when you go in and you do the maintenance right before you open, because it's still pretty chilly at that point. But if you're doing that in the wintertime, well, do you have the wetsuits or something, or I don't know how does that work?
Most of that can be done just chemically, but it's a lot of stuff you can do from the deck. I remember, I started with aquatics, and when we were getting ready for the polar bear plunge before the pool was renovated, it didn't allow us to maintain it as well. There was a renovation in 2011, or 2010, but we would get in and freeze because we'd literally be sweeping leaves from the bottom for hours in wetsuits, and it was a tough go.
I can imagine. So at least we've come a long way in that regard, it sounds like.
Yeah.
For those who do like to do, some aquatics work, if you will, workouts and just being physical with being in the pool and things of that nature, you've got the indoor pool at both Patterson and SportsCom, right?
Yeah, it's a great way to stay moving. People think of swimming or aquatic exercise as a summer activity, but we go year-round. We do classes 6 days a week. We have swim lesson opportunities, just lap swim times, and it's a great way to challenge yourself and stay moving. A lot of people get a lot of flexibility and range of motion back getting in our pools, and they've really helped people for a long time.
Nate, I've just been looking at your calendar, and if you go to Murfreesboro, is it MurfreesboroParks.com? Yeah, that's right.
MurfreesboroParks.com.
Went to the city's website and got to it that way too. But, there's something special just about every day. And I know you add things, but I just went out to March and, February's full. I mean, we're talking about different things that are going on, like classes, and you do some series for homeschool groups and science, and I mean, just all kinds of things.
Yeah, if you think about it, we got it pretty much for all ages, everything from arts to outdoor to natural resources, wellness, fitness, anything you can think of. I think we almost have you covered.
So I'd encourage folks to check the website and, even some jam sessions in Cannonsburg. Wow,
yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, you're going to see some really new fun stuff coming out of Cannonsburg. We're revitalizing that area with, the Town Creek project happening. Cannonsburg is going to be really a bookend of that. So we're revitalizing what's happening down there and how we can interpret everything that's going on.
Now, that will all become part of the park system, if I'm not mistaken, right? Does this not
Town Creek?
Yeah, does Town Creek not tie in with Greenway and all that?
Yeah, it'll tie in right next to Cannonsburg, and I expect that to be a park element of sorts that we'll be able to maintain. But it's that project is so much more than just anything. I think people can imagine what it's going to do to downtown and the look down there. I know a lot of people are very excited, have been for a long time. Yeah,
and kind of the trail that goes. The greenway that goes behind Discovery Center and out. I mean, I think it's going to connect.
Brian, you're breaking up on me, man. I'm catching about every third word.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just saying that it's going to kind of connect the Discovery Center to Cannonsburg and all of that. It's going to be really cool.
Murphy Spring all the way down to Cannonsburg and the greenway. And it's going to be fun just seeing, just the Town Creek being opened up, seeing water flowing, some green space. it's going to be beautiful.
Most certainly. Well, MurfreesboroParks.com. Check it out. And hey, Nate, appreciate it. Thanks for joining us this morning. Happy New Year.
You too, buddy. Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Anytime. Nate Williams joining us with Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation here on the program today. And thank you for being a part of the show here as well.